Hi again. I found the twinkle. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it all this time, and I'm sure you all did too. Huh? And just like that, our stones are gone. All that hard work, and now it's all for naught. Ha! That ought to shut you up. Thanks for being a perfect little stooge. Now that you've collected all 4 stones for me, my Tinkerbats can complete their steam-powered project. Stop by for the grand unveiling. It's sure to be a smash from coast to coast. Ho ho ho! Yep. Wouldn't you know it, the Guardian Genie, that wasn't for Bandit Town, and just like that, our stones have been taken. Thankfully, Shantae isn't going to let a little bit of rope, the tight rope, to keep her from, being free, so free. But now what will I do? Risky has all 4 stones. There must be some way to find her hideout and end this insanity once and for all. Mimic will know what to do. I'd better head back to Scuttletown. Alrighty. Well, guys, what's going on? This is Shadow HB3 bringing you another episode of Shantae. Last time out, we were inside this labyrinth, Twinkle Palace, and we got the final stone, only to have it be snatched up from us by Risky Boots in addition to the other 3. So what we're going to do, because we do need to, in order to kind of finish out the story, go and find her hideout and track her down. But we're not going to do that here because we have some things that we can take care of. A lot of other collectibles that still need to be taken care of in terms of being collected. Collectibles, I guess you could say. So we're going to be spending time doing that. So first off, what I want to do is collect a heart holder that is located here in Mount Pointy. So I need a Harpy transformation, so let's do this. If I can remember how to do it. Okay. Yeah, so transform into the Harpy. And you'll want to fly to the left a decent ways. Now the thing you got to be wary of, here's the heart holder, by the way. But you have to be wary of, unfortunately, in Mount Pointy, they don't give you a whole lot of room to fly around. So you just don't want to... I don't know why I paused the game for whatever reason, but yeah. And they don't give you a whole lot of room to fly around, so you don't want to fly overly too fast, otherwise you'll find yourself getting caught, although I think we're fine here because that's part of the labyrinth. So those spikes won't kill you, but any other spikes you have will. And I'm going to save trouble by just sliding down the slope. So what we're going to need to do now is I'm going to go ahead and fly back to Bandit Town and turn in the baby warp squids that we still have left to turn in there, since we have plenty now, of course, and we'll learn the teleportation dance for it, and then we'll go from there. So thankfully, now that we have the Harpy, getting from place to place is not going to be as bad. So just need to take my time, and I'll make sure that I get here hopefully in as safe as possible. Okay, I think we're good. Those bats are probably going to come after me here in a moment, and I have no way to attack. Okay, thankfully they didn't. There we go. No damage taken. Success! And honestly, I mean, we don't really need to... I mean, with any of these baby warp squids, you don't have to turn them in. It just makes travel, of course, all the more easier. And honestly, I don't think we really need to come back to Bandit Town for any other means whatsoever, as far as anything that we need to do here once we turn in on the baby warp squid. So let's go ahead and do that. And we gotta, of course, talk to her. Talk to her 4 times in order to make this happen. No, I do not want to say no. I just want to whip my hair at you, just for the fun of it. That's 3. And here's 4. So now we've got Bandit Town's warp dance, which is a little bit more complicated because it involves using the B button. So, but like I said, I don't really suspect that I'll be needing to come back here much here soon, since we are almost done with the game and we don't really have any reason to hang out here. But now what I want to do, now that we've got that taken care of, is I want to go ahead and teleport to Watertown, because we're going to need to buy some items here. So let's go ahead and do that. If I can remember the sequence, and if I can do it right away. Alright, so right, left. Okay, hold on, I can do this. Alright, so down, up, nope, down, down, up, right? It's gonna take a while. And it's nighttime. Okay, hold on. For some reason, my right... Okay. I don't know why, but my controllers weren't, like, cooperating with me, but... We got it. So, here in Watertown, let's go ahead and go to the item shop, which I, again, forgot what direction it's in. That's no big, because we're going to find it one way or another. And from here, we'll go ahead and buy just 2 different items. We're going to first buy a couple of exit candies. No, I don't want to buy a vial. Exit candy, where you at? Can't believe I didn't see you right away. So we're going to buy 3 of them because we still have 3 more baby warp squids left to find in the other 3 temple, or yeah, 3 labyrinths. I guess you can call them temples as well. And then I'm going to buy another set of... What was it that I was going to buy? Yes, that's another set of flash bolts just to help me out, just in case I get in a bit of a bind. So I don't expect to use them, but just in case. So we've got that done. And then what we'll do is go ahead and start making our way to the other labyrinths, or at least one of them anyways, to collect the final warp squid in each of them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform into the harpy. And we're going to fly back through Waterfall Lake to Dribble Fountain, and we're going to collect its final warp squid that we didn't collect initially. I just realized I have my phone on silent here. Give me one moment. Could have sworn I put my phone on silent. Okay. As I'm falling. But yeah, of course, as you can tell, we're not going to have to really worry about a whole lot of enemies unless you fly low enough. Then you may see some big flies. They're those, yeah, like right there. Those anteater-looking things that have 2 flies flying in the circle to protect it. But, I mean, I don't think too much of them, even though I'm saying that I got hit by them both. But no sweat. I guess I could have healed myself up while we were in Watertown, but I'm not really too worried since we're not going to be doing a lot of fighting here. So where we need to go to find this 5th and final baby warp squid is going to be in an area just after where you open the first door. So I'm going to get there. I meant to actually get to this jar because I know that'll always contain a heart. But you all will see here in just a moment. Oh, geez. I'd like jumped completely weakly to get over that hole. I had heart health, or I had like a point of heart. I can't even talk today while I'm trying to do this, and I want to get hit again because then I'll have lost more heart points than gained at that point. Okay, so once we get down here, go to through this room. And this is just past this little section of gaps with all these pincers. So you want to, if you jump up here, you can see there's a little bit of a gap right there. You can actually use the monkey to get to this, but I figured why not use the harpy, show it off more since we're getting at the very end. But yeah, you can use the monkey to get here if you want. If I can fly up, yeah, technically it's up here. So fly up both of these gaps. You'll find some items here, but more importantly, you'll find the 5th and final baby warp squid. So we'll transform back to Shantae. I'm going to quickly see if these areas contain any heart points or heart, because I can sure use some. Yep, okay, good. So that was beneficial. So now, got that taken care of. Go ahead and use one of our 3 exit candies. If I remember how to get back, so we'll use one of our exit candies and we'll exit the Dribble Fountain. So now, what we'll need to do, I said we didn't have to go back to Bandit Town for anything, but we can go ahead and teleport there because the next place I need to go to is, or actually not teleport to Bandit Town, but rather Oasis Town. So, nope, forget what I said. So let's go to Oasis Town. We'll teleport here. If I can... Yeah, for some reason my controllers are like not acting up with me. Okay. I see how this is gonna go. Come on. Come on, controller. I gotta concentrate here, because I'm not even like concentrating. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. My controller is not like letting me dance for some reason. Okay, there we go. Finally. I have to like not say anything and then do the dance in order for me to be able to do it, but okay. So from Oasis Town, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and walk to the left. We're going to go collect another talisman, not as the monkey, but as the harpy. We're going to collect the talisman for the spider here. So what you want to do is fly up as high as you can, because you're going to be finding it in a tree and hopefully avoid these big flies. I hate that there's like no way you can actually hit these things without being the harpy, but we don't even have the transformation talisman for the harpy yet, so you fly up, not to this tree, but this one right here, yes. So here is the spider venom, which will allow you to attack in spider form, so now we have a means to attack. And I guess while we're at it, I just realized whenever I got the elephant tote several episodes ago, I never showed off the I never did show off the stomp power of the elephant. So here's what it looks like, just so you can see it. Yep. You don't jump very high, of course, but you can shake the ground and allow enemies nearby to kind of get trampled. And then for the spider attack with the spider venom, you shoot all these different like venom bars, and you can just kind of go rapid fire. It's pretty decent, but I suspect, like I said, we're not going to be using it a whole lot. So now we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and make my way to the men's desert. So let's go transform back into the harpy. And we're going to need to go through the ladies' desert and all that jazz and get there. Contemplating then if I want to cut through to get there, but I think we're doing decent. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I think just to save time, I'm going to go ahead and cut. Before I forget, let me make sure I click off my exit candy. Although I technically can't use it while I'm not inside a labyrinth. But yeah, I'm going to cut over to the men's desert, and I will see you guys over there in just a moment. Alright, so here we are in the men's desert, and what we're going to do here is we're going to, of course, do one of two different things. We're going to go collect our 6th heart holder, and we'll, of course, need to be the harpy, because there's a bunch of things that you can't collect while you're on the ground. You have to collect them while you're in the air. So fly up here. Your 6th heart holder is here. So we're down to our final one, which we'll find a little bit later. And then what I'll need to do is, what we're going to do here now is we're going to fly over to Golem Mine and collect the last baby warp squid located inside that labyrinth. And we'll be completely done with it. So I'll fly over here. I don't think I have to worry about the big flies. I just have to worry about bats, thankfully. And are we getting close? Surely we are. One thing I will say about the harpy, though, not only is it tough to walk around in harpy form. Okay, there we go. We flew past it. But it's also hard to sometimes keep flapping constantly. I mean, this really is almost like a game of Flappy Bird, or playing Flappy Bird. This is before Flappy Bird ever existed. I'm guessing that's where the creator kind of got the idea of playing this game, I'm guessing. Although I doubt it. Okay. So now here we are inside Golem Mine, and we are going to need to make our way down to the final room where you actually... Oh, I'm glad I forgot about that heart holder being there. That's always nice. So, yeah, we'll need to make our way down to the final room that you go in once you've gotten all, I guess, 5 keys that you need in order to get to the final, get to where the boss chamber is, or where the actual chamber is. And I forgot I held down the B button. Crazy me, but it's okay. That's what happens when you waiting on an elevator for quite a while. So go through that red polarity here, and then of course again we're going to need the harpy form in order to get this one. But you get up here, fly a ways here. You don't have to worry about those sinkholes here, but fly up to this little gap, and that's where you're going to find the baby warp squid. So, again, why am I pausing the game? I don't know why. I meant to push the other button. The other one of those 3 buttons that I would be needing, so... Alrighty. Got that taken care of. Now I will pause the game. Select my exit candy. Take a look at all the dances while I'm at it. And then unpause. And we'll get out of here. So that takes care of all the baby warp squids there. And then next what we'll need to do is go ahead and find the final transformation talisman, the Harpy Talon, which we'll be able to locate Scarecrow Field. So let's go ahead and teleport to Scuttletown. Okay, here we go. I didn't need as many tries as I thought I would need it, so thankfully that was the case. And then, of course, I'm sure you guys know what transformation we'll need in order to get this talisman. Jeez. I can't do the down motion right away. What is wrong with me? Yeah, we need the Harpy form, of course, so transform, fly up to the top, and have to worry about bats and some of these little prairie dogs that can actually jump relatively high. Either that or we're not flying very high to begin with, but fly in decent ways, and we should be able to come to the final talisman somewhere in here. I forgot exactly how high we have to fly. I know it's somewhere. Oh, great. It's nighttime. And I still have to worry about bats, and I still haven't found it. Nope. Okay. Yeah, clearly I flew a little too high. I was afraid that was going to happen. Okay, let's backtrack and make sure that we find said talisman. If I can recall how high I need to fly just to get there. Okay, there we go. Do I need... You know what? Yeah. I guess technically... Okay, that's not a talisman, first off. That's a firefly. I'm going to wait and collect it because I want to save that for the second to last video anyways, but... Jeez, where do we need to go to find this talisman? I know it's supposed to be here somewhere. Oh, here we go. I didn't fly high enough or what? Yeah, I must not have flown high enough, but here's where you need to go. So you do need the Harpy to get the Harpy Talon. And I'll be able to show that off right away here. And it's cool because you can attack while you're flying, or you can attack on the ground. But this will allow you to... I mean, the attack here is so strong. I can show it off against this bat. Yeah, it's so strong it can take anything out, generally in like 1 or 2 hits, so it's very convenient. But yeah, we've got all 4 transformation talismans that we need. Unfortunately, the Tinkerbat doesn't get one, but I mean, that would be a little unfair to those who don't have the ability to play this game on something other than a Game Boy Color, or I guess in this case, play it on a Game Boy Advance, so... Now that we're done with collecting all the transformation talismans, that leaves us with 1 more baby warp squid to collect and then 1 more heart holder to collect as well too. So what I'll need to do now is get over to Cackle Mound in order to collect that one. And unfortunately, since we don't happen to have access to the zombie caravan, getting there may take a little bit of time. But I'm going to try one quick thing here, and if we don't come across it here, then I may just have to fly on to Watertown. Well, you know, I'm so close to Watertown anyways that I'm probably just going to just keep on going. It's not like it's going to take a lot of time to get to where I need to go to get to the zombie swamp where Cackle Mound is located, but I was hoping to try to save time as best as I can, since I figured that with all this traveling and all this collecting, it's going to take a while. Okay, well, now that it's turned to day, my goal was to hopefully run into the zombie caravan, possibly, but we can't do that now that it's daytime. So, here's what we'll do. I'll go ahead and teleport to Watertown, save myself a little bit of time. And then from there, we're just going to fly over to Zombie Swamp and hopefully get there in good time. My other goal really is to try to find the zombie caravan and turn in the baby warp squids for that, but as you guys can guess, that's going to be quite difficult, as well as navigating through the Rainstorm River is going to be quite difficult with there being so few places to where I can actually get up off the ground, but it's okay. See, look at that. I can take out the Reapers in one hit, whereas I couldn't do that with any of the other attack powers as far as I know. So that just goes to show just how powerful the Harpy Talon attack is. So it also helps if I have a quick enough reaction to know where things are. But yeah, we have to go through there. We have to go through the Snail Wasteland as well too. So I guess I was in my right mind to go ahead and teleport. Like I said, I was hoping to run into the zombie swamp or zombie caravan. I mean, we have to go to zombie swamp, but I was hoping to save some time by finding the zombie caravan, and then I could have maybe. Well, I guess then again, it really wouldn't have mattered because I still am one baby warp squid shy anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to turn in all four anyway. So bad thinking on my part, but. In any case, here we are in Zombie Swamp, so we will be in Cackle Mound, or at Cackle Mound, pretty shortly. Just want to make sure I don't do anything silly and get hit by a zombie. Alright, cool. And of course, as you can guess, we're going to need the Harpy form for this final Baby Warp Squid as well too, so let's go ahead and get to where we need to go, which thankfully is not very far, and thankfully these Cacklers aren't giving me much trouble, as you can see. And what would be the easiest way to go? I'm going to actually... No, I did not mean to use my exit candy. Shoot. See, this is why I should not have... done. Okay. Alright, well, I just kind of let 20 gems go to waste. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. But see, now you guys know. You never want to have an item in your inventory if you know you're not going to need it. Because before you know it, you may end up pushing the buttons, or pushing, I guess it's what, B and select to actually use it, or no, it's like up and B. I can't even remember what buttons to push anymore, or for as far as what does what. I was never good at explaining what buttons do what anyway, so. But here's where we need to go, so take the slope all the way down. You see Shantae slide on her butt. And then what you're going to need to do is transform into the Harpy as we stare at this weird looking thing, which I still have no idea what it's called. But you fly up here. There's a little gap that you can only get to as the Harpy, and you'll find your 5th and final Baby Warp Squid. So good to go on that. And then unfortunately we don't have any exit candy because I seem to let my final one go to waste. But you know what? That's okay. We'll just make do. I'll just fly my way out of here. Although I can't, unfortunately, fly through walls. That would be cool if I could do that. So we'll just go ahead and take the... I guess I wouldn't call it scenic route, but take the necessary route to get out of here. And then what we'll do, just to give you guys an idea, because we have 2 more things left to do. Or, like I said, we need to find one more heart holder, which I'll be able to find pretty easily. And then we need to go to the zombie caravan and deposit the final set of baby warp squids. And then once we do that, then we will be done for this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue to fly east. And hope that maybe when it gets to nighttime as I go through Spider Forest that I'll be able to locate the... Or not Spider Forest, but you know, the Ghost Forest. And hopefully I'll be able to... Yeah, there we go. See, I was hoping it would be nighttime, and then hopefully once I get through Ghost Forest, then I'll be able to get to the other... get to the zombie caravan. As you can tell, there's a Firefly right there. Like I said, I am saving all Firefly collecting for the next episode. So I'm going to collect all 12 of them right then and there. But for now, let's see if we can get through. Almost got hit by that tree climber. And will we find it? No, we're not. Okay, so the zombie caravans moved here. So now we are in Archer Forest. So this is fine. This is an area we have yet to actually see here. This is the only other area we haven't seen. So this is basically home to these archers that you see that just throw arrows at you, and then there are these giant looking worms that they also, I forgot what they're called. There's a unique name to them, but they basically function like the centipedes. And yeah, I forgot there's slopes. So be wary once you get to this point of, you know, of your jump. As a matter of fact, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and just fly over it using the harpy because I don't want to take any chances and lose any more lives. But yeah, there's slopes along here, and if you, of course, slide down one, then you're dead. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I want to see if I can just have some fun here. Even though the harpy is good at destroying things, it can't destroy everything. But so once you get to here, there's this tree stump, and you'll want to take it out because that's what you want to do with all tree stumps these days, is take them out. So transform into the elephant, take it out, and you'll reveal a ladder. Take this ladder, and you'll get to this room where there's this cloud here that blocks your way. If you talk to him, he's just sitting there, and he's like, I love watching cute girls dance. The more the better. So you won't be able to see it here since we can't pan the camera all the way, but there is our final heart holder is going to be right where this clown is. So you have to get him out of the way because he won't move. This is where the twin mints comes in handy. This is the only time you're ever going to have to use this item. So let's go ahead and select it here. And it's crazy that they give you 5 of them. And I don't know why I keep looking at the dances, but select them. Let's use them. And then just start dancing. The clown's going to get so excited. And then you're just going to like jump up and die to the spikes. And he's gone. And then you can go through here and get your 7th and final heart holder of this game. So now we can basically have 10 hearts total for a total of 20 hits. So, but yeah, that's the only time you ever have to worry about using the twin mints in this game. So I don't know why I wanted to dance there, but yeah, so that takes care of that. So now the only other thing left to do is locate the zombie caravan, and that's going to be as tough as finding a needle in a haystack unless we find it at nighttime. So I'm going to have to get fortunate and be able to track it down. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to cut a little bit and get to where I need to go to find the zombie caravan just to save some time. So I will see you guys over the zombie caravan once I find it. See you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we are finally here, and wouldn't you believe it, thankfully I ended up being able to track it down in the same place that it was initially when we started out this adventure, where it was when we started out here. So let's go inside, and first off I'm going to heal up. Actually, I guess I could have gone to the Warp Squid wagon since I just passed it, but no going back now. Let's just go to the bathing wagon and heal up. I ended up losing a life along the way if you couldn't tell, so that's why my heart points are down to where they are. But you know what? We're soon going to have a way to remedy all those issues of falling off and cutting our heart points down to essentially three total. So now let's just go ahead and finish off things by going to the Warp Squid wagon and turning in the last group of 4 baby Warp Squids and be done basically with all of the collectibles, or at least some of the big ones. Yep, you can tell Shantae's excited because she decided to just whip her hair in excitement because that's, I guess, what half genies do. So, yep, see? She was so excited she wanted to do it again. And that is by... She's not doing it by means of me controlling her, but... Anyways, now learn the dance to teleport here to Bandit Town whenever we want. And what's convenient about this is not only do we have a means, of course, of getting back here anytime we want to buy cheap items, but now if we teleport back here, it'll automatically turn to nighttime because obviously this place is only in existence during the night. So I mean, there'll never be an instance where you come here during the day. It'll always be nighttime. So this will be convenient because the only thing we have left to collect now at this point is the fireflies. We just have to collect the 12 fireflies, and then we'll be ready to, finish up on our story here, finish up on our adventure. So I'll go ahead and cut it here, and then we'll get started with that when I get back to Scuttletown, which I'll just do in the next episode. So if you guys like what you saw in this episode, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, let me know what you think in the comments below. And when I see you all next time, we will start off in Scuttletown and start collecting the 12 fireflies that we've known about since the beginning of this adventure. So this is Shadow HB3 signing out, telling you guys, as always, to stay perky. Until then, I will see you all next time. Get it to nighttime, and then come back to where we need to go. No, I did not mean to climb up the ladder. Why would you do that, Shantae? Why? You're just wasting all that valuable time while it's nighttime to collect these fireflies. Okay, so the first one, as you saw, was in Scarecrow Forest. The next one we're going to collect is in Waterfall Lake. There's 2 we can actually collect. The first one, of course, is one that I'm sure you all already are aware we've seen before.